Lieutenant.
Yo, welcome. Casey, this is for you. So making a video of some higher level Space Marine 2 gameplay. I'm using the tactical class with our heavy bolt rifle, heavy auto bolt rifle, whatever that's called. And yeah, just gonna go over kind of some of the basics, some of the essentials, things to remember, and a little bit of just kind of how I play and how to sort of stay alive when things start getting crazy, especially on these higher difficulties. So I'll probably be switching my weapon class at some point to a melter rifle, but we'll use this for the first part. So yeah, just going to go through a little bit of how we play, things to watch out for, ways to kind of keep your health up a little more effectively. And this is a Ruthless difficulty, so recommended level is 15, I guess. Not sure. I think that's what it is. A lot easier than lethal, I'll say that, as far as doing it solo goes. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk through some of the combat strategies that we use when we're fighting enemies. Always kind of aiming at head level like this when we're moving across a pile of enemies. We know to prioritize these guys, right? Get them executable. A couple ways to do that, but you always want to make sure you're focusing those guys in the midst of everybody else. We're just gonna sort of run when we can. There's another one down there. So always try to hit those headshots. You can get them down pretty quickly if you're landing headshots. That's a big part of playing tactical class. Is really focusing on that aim, making sure your sensitivity is wherever you need it to be comfortable, so you can hit as many of your shots as headshots as possible. Conserve ammo, right? Take them down faster. Also get comfortable using the pistol when you can. Pistols are really strong, actually, in this game when you level them up a bit. And yeah, bolt pistol is probably my least favorite, honestly, but it's still pretty strong. So try to get him first, couple of headshots. Nice, he's down already. So even on this difficulty, they go down pretty quick, as long as you're landing headshots. Notice we're not pushing up too fast. We're kind of, as soon as we see enemies, right, we're stopping, we're taking some shots, getting them nice and low. But also got to watch our ammo, because it does go deplete pretty quickly in this class. Got some med stims, got a grenade and more grenades. So I'm going to go ahead and just toss these grenades in the next fight and get something better. Enemy spawning behind us. Again, not necessarily shooting as fast as I can. We're just trying to make sure that my shots are lining up. I'll take shock grenades over melta bomb.
War gear acquired.
So kind of keeping an eye on my ammo. It's a little bit lower than I'd like it to be. A lot of these guys we can kind of fight with melee. If you're fighting like these guys, especially if you're just fighting one or two at a time, I usually like to do shorter combos. So my favorite combo to use against these guys, if I'm fighting one-on-one with a Tyrannid or one of those guys, is just the R1 press, and then hold. So the 1-2, and then the shoulder slam. I find it keeps them staggered pretty well, and it does quite a bit of damage. But it doesn't leave you vulnerable to their counterattack. So, if you're fighting a big pile of guys, a lot of little guys especially, then it's better to do the 1, 2, 3, and then the stomp, and then you get a second stomp to level up the sword and get that perk, which I'd recommend because I think it's really strong. So like this right here, right? We'll do the 1, 2, 3, and then the stomp, and then the second stomp. Oops. And then here's some one-on-one. I'm gonna do the 1, 2, and then the shoulder bash. 1, 2, shoulder bash. It's a little easier to get them to execute range, I find, that way. So that's how I like to use combos. So I'm kind of just wasting my grenades because I know I have more back there that I'm about to go up and grab. But I'm really trying to not lose any health here. Oh, I tried to get out of the way of that. So let's just, get some shield. You can switch your weapon too, so like I have one in my pistol, only one shot left, so I switched to my rifle while I was executing. So that just saves me a little bit of time. Always ready to deflect those. So the next thing you really want to pay attention to after making sure you're using the right combos is, oh, big enemy spawn. Alright, so we're going to be getting guys on both sides here. Let's see if we can get everybody a little... Oh, here is our boss spawn that we just heard. Always be ready for those deflections. And we're fighting guys like this with tactical. We want to try to get them in a pile so we can hit them with our Auspex scan like that. And we got a couple there with that one, so these guys are all going to go down really quick. Try to kill them all before they become healed again. So Auspex scan, like that, it's kind of a limited range, right? So you want to make sure when you do use it that your enemies are kind of grouped together. You want to shoot these guys out of the sky first, right? Nice. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop that. Nope, a little bit too slow. Sorry. Unfortunate. Got caught in the execution. So, as you can see, I'm really low on ammo right now. Don't kill these guys. Come on! Ah, man, sometimes bots are really stupid. Needed to execute those guys. So now that we're out of ammo, we're just going to run until we find some... I think there's like a gene seeder at Armory Data over in one of these spots. I didn't really look at the locations again, so... Alright, well, we got our armor back. Really low on ammo, so we're gonna try to just get this guy in the corner. It's kind of hard, but we got the deflection there, which allowed us to get into gun strike on him. Those guys are pretty tough, I think, to hit with that, but can't be done. So now I have my Auspex up. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it on these guys since I don't have any ammo, and then hope that we can kill them really easily. Yeah, so see how quickly they die when we use that Auspex scan. That move is just really powerful for piles of enemies. Since those guys were all nice and close together, we were able to hit them all. So that's a move that you would really want to make sure when it's up, you're kind of using it regularly, because it is pretty strong, just for getting some free extra damage and taking down really threatening enemies quickly. Pretty much anytime you see an extremist enemy or a higher, you want to use it on them. Make sure though that you're able to get a lot of shots off. Oh nice, we got our homie now. So again, I really like that 1-2. Also like doing the 1-2 and then the hold, that 3-hit combo. Like right there, right? Since it's a lot faster than doing the 4-hit combo, you're able to dodge a lot more if you need to, or counter them when you need to. So shorter combo just gives you more opportunity to react. It's another reason why if you're one-on-one or one-on-two, I prefer those shorter combos. This guy's usually pretty scary, but since we got this dude on our team, yeah, he just walked right through. I'm gonna check up here for some of the lootable items.
fresh munitions. All specs prime. Administering self-aid.
Again, we're always keeping 2 med kits on us. I just used that one since there was an extra, but generally, you always want to have 2, just so in case you do die, you're able to cure that mortal wound. Otherwise, the game ends if you're playing solo. Oh, got sniped. Gotta be careful.
Resupply. Picking up extra rounds.
Just accidentally swapped my grenades out there. Sometimes they put some relic shields and stuff behind. And I think there's another spawn up at the end here for, I don't remember if it's Gene Seed or Armory Data, but... Oh, Gene Seed, there it is.
Found something useful.
Well, we'll see. I'd be pretty amazed if I can hold on to this through a Ruthless solo playthrough, but you never know. These guys you can just literally run through or roll through. So we want to create some space here. A lot of guys just spawn, so kill them real quick. Yeah, even with this guy up, those flying guys can still kill me really quickly if I'm not careful. And notice our recoil reduction helps us to keep these shots really tight, so we're able to get consistent headshots. So I like to prioritize recoil reduction and weapon spread reduction on my gun for this tactical class. At the end of this video, check out the perk page and the gun perks and class perks and show you what we got going on here. Let me see, the armory data spawns. I think there is one more somewhere around this area before we head in here.
Clear a blast radius.
So again, we got a big Auspex. We hit all of them right there. So they all go down pretty darn quick. They would anyway with that guy, I suppose.
Brothers, I shall be made here.
Tempted to go back and refill my ammo, but I'll find some up here probably. So. Perfect, yeah, that's fine.
Our brethren
And more medkits than we
this
need.
entrance to stall any attackers. Commune
bomb.
with the crane and engage it to remove the obstructions.
Proceeding to crane.
Oh, that's right. I know. So the next armory data location is back here. So we don't have our Auspex scan up, so we got to be a little bit careful. If we get a lot of guys like following us, use a melted bomb. We're gonna save that for when we need it. So we'd love to use Auspex scan on this guy up here. Here's our armory data. So we got that, and we got the Gene Seed. Excellent.
The crane requires attention.
The crane requires to perform rites of restoration.
Alright, we're gonna try to take this guy down before he gets close. It's nice having this heavy.
Seek out the crane's twin generators and locate their consoles. Then awaken them in the correct sequence.
Tarry not. We must repair the crane controls.
Okay, gotta go repair some stuff. We've got a lot of guys spawning behind us, it looks like, so we get our armor back. Oh, just a couple of big guys.
Priority objective. Restore crane.
This one I think I have to hit a second part. Alright, to hit one and then I have to hit, yeah, there's another console on the other side. So it was kind of confusing at first because I wasn't sure where to go. Ah. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and stop that. Alright, so we got 45 seconds to hit the other crane. I think it's up above here, if I'm not mistaken.
The restoration
it?
sequence will reset without the second input.
Oh, I guess that's not it. Where's the second input? Is it this one?
Find the second terminal, brothers.
Uh-oh.
We will have to restart the sequence.
Looks like we're gonna have to restart the sequence because I'm not sure where that second terminal is. Stop that guy from calling for reinforcements. Ooh. We're in some trouble now. Okay. So that was my fault. I should have figured out where that was beforehand. Always take that gun strike. So yeah, anytime you see a gun strike, the reticle opportunity, go ahead and take that. Right here, we're going to be looking for if these guys charge at us. Yep, and we're going to grab them out of the air and then keep our armor up like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop in Auspex. Take this guy down quickly.
Finish moving that pallet or we are trapped.
And this guy should be weak as well. Again, always ready for those. Anytime you see that blue ring and you hear that noise, get out of the way, little guy. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There's another one. Nice, get us that armor back. I'm going to go ahead and drop my melta bomb and then run away here because this is about to get really dangerous. Perfect. These guys, again, even though they're really easy to kill, they do a lot of damage. So you always want to kind of kill these guys. You can just roll through them to kill them. And then you're also dodging these guys at the same time.
We must repair the train.
Really trying to focus this guy down finally. Okay, thought he was a little bit lower than that. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, now let's try to find this other console here. This is pretty messy. Not going super well, obviously.
Restore crane.
So I'm not sure. They said something about symbols. Not actually sure how to do this part, so that'd be a good thing to figure out if you want to do higher difficulties, huh? So it's not that one.
Tarry not. We must repair the crane controls.
It's not that one. Enemies are just going to keep on spawning while we're trying to figure out what to do.
Ammunition cache here.
Got him in the corner. These guys aren't too bad when you got them alone like that. This big guy here. We're gonna hit this guy with the Auspex. Alright, that's too bad. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to and I really need to figure out how to do this part properly.
Finish moving that pallet or we are trapped.
Like, I don't even see one of these to interact with. Okay, so this one I'm assuming because it has a blinking light. So there should be one more that has a blinking red light like that. Alright, that's what we're going to be looking for. Let's go ahead and hit it and then just find it. I wonder if it's the same one every time. So it's up top. Uh-oh. That guy summoned as soon as I left. Oh, it's just right here underneath. That's way easier than we made it, huh? Now we've got enemy reinforcements coming again.
Done, brothers. The crane is up and running.
So again, we can just run through these guys, sprint through them. As long as you're sprinting, you'll kill them. Or rolling. Again, we're going to be ready to counterattack here if somebody tries to kill us. These guys with the bright blue beams, those are the ones you want to focus first.
Full specs, ready to scan.
Pallet clear. Press on.
So we see some snipers shooting at us. Alright, perfect. So, we're going to get the hell out of here.
Further impedes your progress.
And we're just going to restock our ammo really quick. We're just going to select the same class that we already have. And then we're going to run away.
War gear acquired. Dispenser, you must proceed to go.
Oh, not a good place to be stuck with one of these guys. Losing a lot of health. Okay, that could have been worse.
Changing magazine. Picking up extra rounds. Obstruction cleared.
Cool. So now we're just going to keep on running.
Unsanctioned sigil.
Sometimes they put a boss here, so we might have a helper or something to deal with. If there is, we're going to want some ammo. Just a little bit. Again, always aiming for headshots. These guys die in one shot as long as you're hitting them in the head, or maybe 2 shots. Pretty easy though to kill. Again, I like to use that stomp when there's a lot of little guys, as long as they're not all hitting you. And then always look for those gun strikes. I always get armor back when I capitalize on those. I just don't like to leave these guys either. They tend to keep up with you pretty good and always end up hitting you from behind. Alright, they always come in pairs, so once we kill 2, we know we're okay. We can go ahead and move on. We can run past most of this, so we shouldn't be fighting. We already have the armory and the gene seed. So yeah, as we're playing this, just notice how when we engage, we sort of hold and shoot, thin the crowd out before we move in too deep, and that helps us to keep them on one side and to keep ourselves from getting overwhelmed, especially with this class, just because you don't have that survivability that you have with the assault and the bulwark. Some grenade, oh, guardian relic, but we got the gene seed, so we can't carry that. I prefer shock grenades over frags as well.
The Codex.
Captain Akaran, your Ultramarines are late. They are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
So we're just going to run through. This is where they like to put the
Make
help route.
haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Looks like no help route. Cool. We're just going to move through then.
Fresh munitions.
Got some enemies spawning in front of us. Couple of guys, so I'm gonna hit them with the Auspex. Take them out real quick.
Fresh magazine in.
Got a sorcerer on the left here.
Silence that sorcery spewing red.
So we want to get all these guys really low while they're perfect. Then we'll deal with that sorcerer once we kill this last guy here.
Heresy led you to this.
Cool. I guess that was it. So this part, we just kind of stay alive. I'm gonna just sit behind him. Honestly, there's no reason to run out and fight.
Injecting stims. Picking up
Get
extra
some health
rounds.
back. Yeah, this guy will do most of the work for us. Or all the work for us, really. Do we have to go this way?
Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates.
Okay, here we go. Guess we're just waiting.
All specs prime.
The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops.
Cool, and then this last part does get a little crowded. Probably I should have a multi-multi, but I did forget to switch my guns. So.
It couldn't possibly
Okay.
break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition.
We only require that it reach the enemy vessel.
Oh, here we go. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and swap. So another good option for this class, besides the plasma incinerator, is the multi-melta. This gun is kind of like a shotgun. Shoots close range, so it doesn't go very far, right? Really just like from me to the doorway right here. So they got to be close, but it does devastating damage up close.
We will comply.
So we'll kind of see how that works. We'll be using our pistol for long range, and we'll be using our multi-melta for close range here. And hopefully we'll be able to keep our gene seed. So watch as we play this part, kind of how we move when we get surrounded. Always ready to deflect or parry to get the armor back. And then also ready with our gun strikes to counter enemies.
On our way back with it.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without.
So I'm holding here, I'm going to take my pistol out because I'm going to just, oh,
station.
Just death for a betrayal.
just in case we see enemies coming from further away. Alright, anytime we see that blue, shiny little eye emblem around them when they're going to do an attack like that, we always want to counter that every time. No matter what you're doing, always stop what you're doing to press L1 there.
Managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry.
Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate
Oh,
accordingly.
oh, they gave us a hell route after all. Okay. So we're going to hit this guy with our Auspex scan once we get a second from his attacks. Really important to hit him with the Auspex scan. So for this guy, just aim right at him. Boom, we got him with it. Now we're just going to try to drain him. Oh shit, oh my god. Ready to dodge, so I'm dodging a lot of these attacks. Auspex ran out, but we got a lot of good damage on him there. Against this boss, you always want to keep something between you and him, so I'm going to try to use this. Oop, get out of that. I'm going to try to keep this big train car right here between him and I. So when he comes over to me like that, I'm just going to get right on the other side of it. Try to keep this between us, constantly rolling to keep the obstruction between me and him, so it's harder for him to hit me. I'm going to go ahead and throw a grenade right here on the ground too. If he wants to come close to me, he's got to step inside of it. Oof. And then again, anytime he smashes the ground like that, you got to get out of both of those purple rings that he makes. They will do most of your health. I almost got Auspex up again. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it on him again once we get it up all the way. I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to reload. But be aware, he can teleport at any time. He can teleport right behind me. So. Auspex is up again, so we're going to wait for him to do a big attack. And we're going to hit him with it right now. And again, we gotta get out of this. Gotta get out of this. Kind of far away, so I'm gonna switch to my pistol. He's gonna teleport on me, yep. So just keep rolling away and keep shooting. Roll away and shoot. I'm never standing still for long, right? I'm not meleeing him or anything either. So tactical class, you always want to kind of, we call it kiting, or like treating him like a kite. Always keep him at a certain distance away. If he gets close, you back up, kind of thing.
Your treachery will never be forgiven.
Sweet. So that was good. Didn't have to use any health kits.
Fresh munitions.
So this part, we're just gonna go ahead and rotate the track. Direct
Well done,
our
brothers.
train over this way. Oh, that's the wrong way, train. Oh, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. We can go up either side actually. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay, so go ahead and stop right there. Perfect. So we're gonna face it forward, so it's going downhill. There we go. They're probably gonna give us a spawn here.
Specs prime.
We're going to be ready. Again, just knowing if we got enemies that are far away, we're going to be using our pistol. If they get closer, we'll be using the melter rifle, since this weapon doesn't have that long range capability. We are going to have to rotate the track. Then we're going to deliver, so we're going to plug it into that wall right there. Gonna spawn some enemies behind us, sounds like.
None of us must maintain a secure perimeter.
So that's gonna charge, come back out, and we're gonna flip it again, and then we're gonna make it go that way now.
The Omnisire has blessed you with an abundance of power. Perhaps in the machine god's infinite wisdom, they permit the transgression you're about to commit.
Do not speak beyond your ken, engine seer. It does not take a Lucas to see this act of desperation.
So we're gonna turn the train around, so we don't just push it back into the wall. So we're gonna rotate twice. Each time you interact with this, it turns at 90 degrees. So we're gonna interact with it twice, turn it 180. And it always travels toward that,
One stays with the
part with the, yeah, right there on the front. Oh, got some snipers. So we're gonna get back down and move it along until we get to the middle, right here. And then once we get to the middle, we're gonna turn it, we're gonna point it up, and then go up that hill. So we're gonna move it just a little bit more. We got a big enemy spawn right there. We're gonna bait this guy up. Hopefully my teammates come with me. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this guy with the Auspex scan. Got him. And then we're just gonna take him down really quick. We've got a bunch of upgrades on that Auspex scan, so we do just way more damage. And And this is Ruthless, so this is harder than, you know, there's minimal, average, substantial, Ruthless, lethal, and then absolute is the last one. So this is difficulty 4 out of 6. Not too bad. Melta, good for when enemies are nice and crowded together like this, right? We're really able to do some serious damage. Oh, gotta be careful here. Notice when I reload, I'm rolling also. Like I just reloaded, and the whole time I was rolling. So this game does allow you to reload while you're rolling and while you're sprinting. So another really good idea, especially when you're playing this class. I've noticed sometimes you'll be reloading and you'll be like, oh, I died reloading. Anytime you reload like this, I'm reloading right now, just keep rolling, and boom, now I'm reloaded. I come up ready to attack, ready to fight. Try to hit this guy out of the sky. Got him. Then we're gonna try to hit this guy out next. Again, always focusing these guys, but also rolling a lot. Notice I shoot, I roll, I shoot, I roll. I'm never standing still. It's just too easy of a target when you're standing still. Shoot, roll. Okay, I'm out of ammo right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and run up here. There's always ammo at the top of this one where you end the level. So I'm gonna go ahead and run up here and grab some ammo. Couple of good dodges there. Again, I'm reloading, so I'm rolling around while I reload. I'm rolling and dodging while I'm reloading. This guy's by himself, so we can take him out. Nice, easy execution. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a health kit since we got the gene seed and we want to hold on to it. Grab this one. Grab some grenades.
One of us must maintain a secure
Then we're just gonna keep moving this, and then we gotta hold a little at the end, and then we beat it. So not too bad for Ruthless. This one actually felt pretty easy. Oh, I could have blocked that. Not a lot of people calling for reinforcements this round, which is unusual a little bit. Cool, now we just hold up here. Anytime you can hold high ground, right? The fact that we're by the ammo makes it even better. Refill our ammo.
You're almost there. What is your status?
Since they gotta run up here, I'm gonna use my Melta since they gotta be real close.
Hold
All
for
we
our
gotta do is hold.
signal.
So yeah, main things, run around a lot, always be dodging between your shots, don't ever be standing still. Make sure you're focusing on the priority enemies, like these guys, for example. Flying guys, which I think we do a pretty good job of that.
Transmitting targeting signal now.
It is weak, but we have it. Lock target.
Using the environmental explosives when you can. Right, those can get some good free damage on. And yeah, work on the aim, you know, really focus on hitting those headshots. Multi-Melta, or Melta rifle, this gun is nice because you don't really have to worry about crit headshots, right? You just shoot them when they're in front of you. But again, look at that range. Doesn't go very far. So, yeah, and that's it. Hopefully this was helpful.
This machine's service be forever remembered.
The Atreus is ready to launch.
Yeah, hopefully this is
Lock
helpful.
target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected.
If you hold Y, you can also point your ultimate around. So if you hold it until you know you're locked on, then you can release it. That's what just to make sure you get that target. But yeah, that's it. Playing tactical in a nutshell. And like any class, really being aware of the parryable attacks. Anytime you see that blue right circle, and you hear that ching noise, you want to make sure you're pressing L1 to parry that or counter it. Watch for executions. When you're fighting one guy or two guys, maybe try using a different combo than when you're fighting a whole bunch of guys. It's situational. And just try to make sure you're fighting from a distance, not going too deep and getting surrounded. And yeah. Keep slaying for the general.